Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're going to finish up the last palette of Too Faced, and it's the Papaya Pop eyeshadow palette. I'm not really for sure what collection these three palettes came in, and there could have been more even, but this here is what this palette looks like. And it is very pretty, and I do think you could get a lot of pretty looks out of it. Today we're going to be doing this look. I used all the shades. Yes, I did use them all. Probably not in the way that I actually would in, like, if I wasn't showing it to you though. And then I found this here. I think it was the fruit cocktail like collection or something, because this is the fruit cocktail blush duos, and it's berries and bubbly, and this is what I'm wearing on my cheeks, this one here. And I must say, this is kind of a pretty blush. The highlighter is pretty, but it's glitter. It is. It's got a lot of glitter in it. So I'm not like completely fond of that, but I do like the blush. And it is a pretty duo as far as like them both together. And then for bronzer, I'm using the Milk Chocolate Too Faced bronzer. So let's go ahead and get started, because I got thoughts on this palette. I got thoughts, y'all. So the first shade I went into is this very first one, and I think it's called Bikini Optional. This one right here. We started with this one, and to be honest with you, make sure there's no creasing, I didn't really see this color that well on my lid, to be honest. It's kind of there, like it's like a barely there color. I do think it would be pretty as a blending shade though, so I will say that it is a fairly light shade, and I can build it up a little bit, but nothing like crazy by no means. But I did lay it down just so that you can kind of see it. I kind of go over it, to be honest with you, but I just wanted you to be able to see, in case, maybe if you're fairer than me, this shade here would show up better. But as you can see, it barely shows up. But again, I think it would be a good like blending out shade to use, or if you wanted to make a shade lighter even, that's in here. But there, that one is on the lid, so you can kind of see it, because I can kind of see it there, but not very well though, I will say that. It's not a very pigmented shade for my skin tone, but that is what it is. So then the next shade I decided to go into was this one right here. We're going to use the same brush. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Fish shade over. Papaya. So we're going to pick up that color and start with it, basically. I let that one peek out a little bit, that first color I put on, but not really. And then this shade does build up a little, to where you can definitely see it on my lid. Kinda. I mean, I have hooded eyes, so it's truthfully hard to see any color once I'm looking straight ahead anyway. But I do like this color. I think it is a very pretty color. I will say, I really thought this palette would have been my favorite, because I kind of like the color selection it has. And maybe it would be if I did a different look, but with the look that I did do, this is not my favorite palette. And I don't think it is because of the colors, because I do think the colors, I think what made it not my favorite was one of the metallic shades that you're going to see here in a minute. So then I decided to go into this shade right there, Papaya Don't Preach. How cute. And we're just going to darken it up. And I would say this is like a orangey shade. I mean, it is pigmented, to be honest with you, for what it is, and it's Too Faced too, so let's keep this in mind. And it blends well and it builds well, all the good stuff, you know. I do generally like it, to be honest with you. And I'm not a big, it is orange, I mean, it is orange, but it's like a papaya, I guess, in a sense. Like, I would say that this is what it looks like. Like, those colors are represented in this for sure. But this shade does build up and it blends into the previous shade nicely. It's not patchy or skipping or anything like that. And I'm using my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill collection brushes. Still testing them out. Okay, let's go back into that second shade that I used to blend a little bit. I do think the shades all make a nice gradient effect too, to be honest with you. I like that about it. There's definitely pros and cons to this palette. I'll be honest with you. And I could have definitely, you know, not have had as many problems if I sprayed the brush or put a glitter glue down here in a minute, but still yet, you know, let's go into this yellow, which is called My Tie Me Up. No. And I will say this yellow is pretty pigmented. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I'm hoping that you will, along the lower lash line, be able to see this yellow. I'm not a big fan of yellow because I think I carry a lot of yellow undertone in my skin as it is, I think. And it just makes it like pop out more, in my opinion. Now, whether that's true or not, again, I don't know because it's just my opinion. I'm not a makeup artist or anything, so I really don't know. But I do feel that way. Like, I love the yellow, but I just feel like on me, because I have yellow, it just, I don't know. It's like I don't like the way it looks at me, on me, I mean. But I do like it in the sense of the color story, in this particular color story, because I just think that yellow does do something. It really does bring out stuff, you know. I'm going to go into the purple shade now, which is Island Fling. And I'm just going to tap it with this brush here. And we're going to put it along the lower lash line. And then blend it in. And I think the yellow and the purple look really pretty together. Which honestly I didn't even think about. Although I do think that orange and purple would look pretty together too. And this purple makes it's good because like you can have the darker outer corner if you so wanted it to, or you can line with it like I'm doing and it makes it pretty. Like, I just think that's good they put that darker shade in there. Now, I have never personally had a papaya, you all, so I don't know what they truly look like. I guess I could have looked that up, because I don't know if purple even should be in the palette for papaya. But at the same time, I kind of like that it is. Whether it should be or shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Okay, now that I got that on the bottom lash line, right up on those lashes, I'm going to go back into that yellow shade because we don't want to lose that yellow. Because like I said, I feel like it does something with that purple. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. But I'm hoping that you can see it well. I don't know how to even get you to the bottom lash line, to be honest with you. That's crazy. Anyway, you get my point. Now, here's where I have the problem. I went into this shade right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Umbrella Drinks, okay? And it's a gorgeous, it almost looks like orange and gold and, I don't know, peachy. Like, it is such a pretty, pretty color, right? And I pick it up with my brush. And I have I mean, it picks up pretty darn good on the brush, okay? You can see it picks up. And I'm going to start to tap it on my lid. Now, I think because I don't have a glitter glue or something sticky here or spray in it is where I had the issue. And I didn't have it, though, with the other palettes. That's my problem, okay? Now, I knew by the way this picked up I was going to have fallout. And let me tell you, I've had fallout for sure, right? I could have sprayed it, I could have done something, but with the other palettes, I didn't have to. And this is why I really do like the other palettes better. Because if I choose not to spray something, I should have that option, you know? If I just want to put it on dry without it being a mess. And I feel like throughout the day, this is just going to keep falling too. So let me say that now too, okay? So as you can see, lots of fallout. Yeah, lots of fallout. And it got like, it just goes everywhere. Now I could have picked up less, yes, for sure. That's on me. But still, I shouldn't, I don't know. The other palette, I didn't have the problem, and I think that's the problem because I didn't have the problem. And this one, all of a sudden, I'm having the problem. Then I'm going to go into the shade, the last shade in here, which is called What's Up Beaches. This pretty shade right here. And we're just going to pop it on the inner corner right here and around the lower part. Again, there was a little bit of fallout with this one, but not as much as that other one. This one picks up much better and much prettier. And we're just going to take it in a little bit, not much, just a little. I'm trying to see how far I took it in on the other eye. I think that's as far as I took it, to be honest. Yeah. Alright. So that's all I used with the palette, or how I did the look with the palette. And then for the waterline, I just can't take the glitter, to be honest with you. And some palettes, I don't mind it, but this one's just really chunky. And in all honesty, as it falls, this particular shade, again, I could have sprayed it, so that may make a difference, but as this falls, it kind of takes away from the color. Like, it fades the color. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't, it makes it look like there's missing, you know, eyeshadow. But again, spray it, use your fingers, something like that may make the difference. But for me personally, it's just not my favorite. Then for the waterline, I pulled out the Urban Decay. Oh, what is this? Amber. And I put that in my waterline. And I do like Urban Decay's eyeliners now. I have a couple. And I do like them. And I put that in the waterline. And then I curled the lashes. Let's go ahead and curl them. Oh, no, I did do one more thing. I'm sorry. I lined the top lash line with that purple after I laid all that down, which, yes, made more of a mess for sure because I kept having to touch that stuff. Oh, I kept having to mess with that glitter, but I do need to line that because I lined the other one. So let me line the top lash line now with that purple shade like I did the bottom. And you can't get these palettes anymore, but I would definitely say the first two were my favorite. And I do like this color story, and I think if I would spray that one, it might make a difference. I may do another look with this palette just to see if it does make a difference. If I spray it, like, would it hold better and stuff? But at the same time, because you can't buy them anymore, it's just like, do I really need to? And it's kind of sad because I really do like this color story. It's just this one shade that I'm just not a fan of. And of course I could use the remaining shades and just pull like a Super Shock shadow or something to put on my lid. But I don't know. Alright. I'm really disappointed, to be honest, though, with this particular look, just because I wasn't expecting that shadow to fall like that, because the other ones didn't work like that. So it kind of irritates me to know that they did that. They must have changed the formula or something. Alright, let's go ahead and line the let's go ahead and curl the lashes, sorry. I'm using my Surratt eyelash curler. And again, I don't know. If you did spray it, it may make a difference, or definitely if you used a glitter glue, it'd probably make a difference. But I just ain't about that, you know? I'm just like, no, I just want to put it on and go, you know? In that way. So for top lashes, I'm going to use my Bite Beauty mascara. We can't use that mirror. It's too small for me. Alright. Put it on the top lashes. I mean, and overall, like, the color of the look and everything, I do like it. So don't get me wrong, like, I do like this look. It's just the glitter fallout is just, it's too much. It's way, way too much, you all. Like, I can't even tell you how bad this is right now with the glitter fallout. And that's the problem with this particular look, that shade. And when you only have so many shades to work with, you know, you want them all to work. And I don't understand, because the other two palettes I didn't have that problem with, so why that one? Like, why would they do that is what I don't understand. But other than that particular shade and problem, the rest of the palette is really good. The color selection, the everything. I really do like it. The mattes were nice and pigmented and blendable. You could build them up. I don't know how dark you could get them, but, and like I said, the color story is pretty. I just wish they would release something. Go back to the drawing board, start a new formula, and create, you know? They got the cutesy packaging. They got the smell to match it. Like, they got all that. They've nailed that. They've had that for years. It's like, just get the formula down and you'd be good, you know? I'm going to put the Lancome on the bottom lashes. And we are done. And I look like a fairy came and visited me and I guess fart on my face. Or near it, something. They've definitely sprinkled me, because let me tell you, I've got this everywhere. My lashes are sticking together because of it, like it's a mess. I hope I didn't get glitter in my mascara wand. Oh well, it is what it is at this point. But at least I finished up that particular collection. I really I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I kind of just want to play with something. I don't know what though. I guess spring would be a good color story. Start doing like springy looks, since spring's right around the corner maybe. I don't know. Maybe continue on with the Too Faced. Lord knows I still have all their mini little palettes I can do. I tell you, I got a ton of Too Faced stuff. For what reason, I don't know, considering I don't say very good things about them most of the time. But then they surprise you. You know what I mean? You have a crappy 1 out of 3 palettes. One's not bad, but that one shadow, you know? But then you have 2 palettes that are great. But how do you know which is, you know what I mean? So I just wish they'd come out with a really good formula. Go back. Like, Tarte's doing great. I love their formula, man. Like, I love playing with Tarte eyeshadows now. I'm excited to play with them, you know? But I'll stop rambling and I'll let you go. This was the final look using the Papaya Pop eyeshadow palette. Again, the packaging, cute. It's in very sturdy packaging, you know, travel safe. It's just really this one shade right there that's kind of bringing them down. For me anyway. Again, I could spray it. I could do a lot of things, you know what I mean? But the final look is pretty if you took off the glitter. So maybe even do your eyes first, I guess, because overall the look is very pretty. But that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.